Traders, welcome back to RN Isaac Githen GFX. To our new subscribers, I would like to welcome you officially to this wonderful channel whereby we learn forex from basic up to whereby we are going to be a profitable forex trader. And to our returning subscribers, I would like to thank you for your great support. So guys, it has been a minute. Last week I never posted any video because the market was fluctuating, and we know the reason that Donald Trump was signing some contract, so that's why it affected the market so much. And that's why I never posted any video, because the market was most of the pairs, they were in ranging zone. So this week I want us to analyze DXY, EURUSD, GBPUSD, USDCHF, so that we can see where the current market will go. So begin with DXY. You can see very well, guys, this was the previous trade I gave. The market was here. This was the current the previous market. We entered here, and I told you guys that we are going to hit our TP1 for sale, and you saw we hit the TP1 for sale. That was on Monday, January 2020. On Monday, January 27. That is January. So we took our TP. Then I told you guys, when we took our TP, the market will retrace back to TP1. This is for buying, TP for buying, and you can see very well the market went and hit our TP, and went and hit our TP. Are we together? And I told you guys, once it has once it has reached here, this will be the selling zone. This will be the selling zone. So I never enter in a sell zone here. So if you enter the sell zone here, you could have secured some pips. You could have secured some people. So what is the way forward on DXY? What is the way forward on DXY? So I'm waiting for DXY. Remember, this was the TP1 for sale, and TP2 is at this zone. TP2, it is at this zone. Remember, go watch my video about DXY. We are waiting for DXY to hit this zone. We are waiting for that. So what is the way forward now? Remember, this is daily time frame. Let us go to weekly time frame. I'm a swing trader, so I like to see the bigger picture using higher time frame. So you can see the higher time frame. DXY, it does not break any structure. It does not break any structure. This was the previous support in weekly time frame. Can you see? And now it does not break. It does not form in either higher high or higher low. Are we together? So it does not break this support. So it is still buying. It is still buying. Let's go to daily time frame, the one that we were. So you can see in daily time frame we have a mixed reaction, but now still it is buying. Are we together? Still it is buying. So if you go to 4-hour time frame, this one now I'm doing it for if you are an intraday trader. If you are an intraday trader, if you go to 4-hour time frame and you never enter the market from this zone, if you never enter the market from this zone, where can you enter? Where can you enter the market? So guys, we shall be waiting for currently you can see the DXY in 4-hour time frame. It is above this zone. It is above this zone. It is above this zone, and this zone now it will act as a support. Why am I saying so? You can see here this zone acted as a support here, acted as a support here. So this zone now in 4-hour time frame, it acted as a support. So I will change that zone to be a blue line indicating a support. So what are we looking for? As long as this price action maintain, as long as the DXY it is above this zone, we are going up to here. As long as it will maintain above this zone, we are going to enter for that up to that zone if you are a intraday trader. But if it will break like this, if DXY will break like that and the retest, we shall enter from this zone now. Remember, now it will be a resistance. Enter from that zone, take this as a TP1 and wait for sell to TP2. wait for sell to TP2 up to that zone I told you. That is what I can see about DXY. Let us go to Euro USD. Euro USD. Euro USD, guys. We had a very wonderful trade. All of us, we can see we had a wonderful trade. It was around the risk to management ratio was risk to reward was 1:4, 1:6, sorry, if you can see there. So we had a very good trade there. That is last week, both the last week and last week but one. We called this trade, we called this market, it was above here. We entered here. I gave the signal, go watch my video. I gave the signal, it was above here. Then I told you to enter. Then once it has entered, we are going to enter for sale. We hit our TP. Remember, can you see? We hit our TP. So what is the way forward? What is the way forward on Euro USD? Let us go to weekly time frame. In weekly time frame, guys, in weekly time frame, in the weekly time frame, we can see that this is the same zone. This is the zone that I was talking about. Can you see? The market came, broke this zone, the red line, this one. It broke this zone, retested. Once it has retested, now I told you to enter for sale up to that zone. Why did I told you that? I told you that because we had a range. If you never watched my video, go watch that video. We had a range between this zone and this zone. And I told you guys, this will be our TP1. This will be our TP1, and it did exactly that one. So it went and retested and came and hit our TP1. So what is the way forward on Euro USD? The way forward on Euro USD, we are still aware that the market, we had this trend line, and the market never retested that trend line. So never forget that. Never forget that the market never retested this trend line in the weekly time frame. So, and I remember the last time we reviewed this market, I told you guys, if it will break this zone, this was the last week but one candle. I told you guys, if it will break this zone up like that and retest like that, we could have entered for buy to this zone up to there. If you never watch the video, go watch that video. But we never broke that zone. We never broke that zone, and I told you guys, if you are not going to break this zone, we are going to enter for sale to TP1. We are going to enter for sale to TP1. It did exactly the same. So let us go to daily time frame and see. So in daily time frame, allow me to cancel this now. In daily time frame, where the market will be now, it is at the critical point. The market, it is at the critical point. We can all see that the market is ranging. It is ranging between this zone and this zone. Between this zone, the resistance, and our TP1, it is in the range zone. But if you can see clearly, we have a possible head and shoulder. We have a possible head and shoulder. Why am I saying so? There is a shoulder here. There is a shoulder here. All of us, we should see that shoulder. There is the shoulder there. That is our shoulder. The market has give us our shoulder. Those are our shoulders. Those are our shoulders. Are we together? And the head is this one. This is now the head. This is now the head. This is now the head. So this is the right shoulder, the head, and the left shoulder. And this is our neck zone. This is our neck zone. This is our neck zone. So guys, the rule of this game is, if our neck zone will be broken, if this market, the sellers will have momentum and break this zone like that, so we shall enter for sale and target our TP2. That will be our TP2. That will be our TP2. Now that is the game. That is the rule of this game. So this next zone now, it will be our support. It will be our support. It will be our support. So in daily time frame, we have already seen there is a possible head and shoulder. There's a possible head and shoulder, and somebody else can see there is a possible inverse head and shoulder. So that's why I'm saying it is in the range. It is in the range. That's the meaning of range. Ranging means that it's neither bullish or bearish. Are we together? So someone can say this is the shoulder, head, and shoulder, which is still okay, which is exactly the right thing to say. So what is the way forward on Euro USD? What is the way forward on Euro USD? On Euro USD, we shall be waiting. Why am I saying so? We shall be waiting. If the sellers will not have the momentum to break this zone, which now is the blue zone now, this zone now, if they will not have the momentum and break that zone and fail to break the zone, for example, if we shall see a liquidity grab like that with a wick, and then we see a green candle above that zone, we shall enter for buying this zone. From this zone, we shall enter for buying from that zone and target that area, and target that area, and target that area. Are we together? This area now will be what? This area will be our neck point. This area will be our neck point. And if it will be broken now, we shall enter for buying from that zone now up to that our TP, our original TP. Are we together? That is scenario number one. Scenario number two is if the sellers will have the momentum and break this zone like that and retested, we shall enter for sell up to that zone. That will be our TP. If this is for intraday trader, that will be our TP. And if they will break again, now we shall enter for sell. Once it has been retested, enter for sell and tick our major TP. That is what I can see in Euro USD. That is what I can see in Euro USD. So we have two possibilities. So if the sellers will come, break this zone, retest, and the liquidity must be grabbed. So we must see a week. We must see a week above here. We shall enter for sell. Our stop loss will be at that week. Then we hold our trade. TP1 will be at this next zone. Then once the TP1 is broken, we shall still hold that area, that trade up to TP2, up to 0.99428. Are we together? So let me measure at this distance so that I can give you the exact TP. So we shall come here, measure this neck, this shoulder. We shall measure the shoulder and the neck like that. So the distance, if the neck price will be broken, the distance from that shoulder and that neck, we are going now to go to that distance. And you can see is exactly that distance. Exactly that distance. So if you are an intraday trader, if you don't want to hold this prayer for so long, you are going to take our TP1 from that zone. TP1 will be there. That will be our TP1. Then our TP2 will be at exactly 0.99428. So TP1 will be 1.000828. That will be our TP1. But if this is inverse head and shoulder, we shall do the opposite. Come in here. We shall do the opposite. So we shall come. This now be our shoulder. This will be our shoulder, and our neck zone will be here. So measure that distance. So we shall measure this distance, and you can see TP1, it will be exactly at this zone. This zone. It will be at this zone. This one. This will be our overall TP. But TP1 can decide to come and take. This will be our TP1. So in Euro USD, be patient. Euro USD, be patient. That will be our TP1. Then TP2 will be at this area. TP2 will be at this area. And I told you why. Go watch that video. It has collided with our TP2. Yes. So that will be, that is what I'm looking for, Euro USD. So be patient until then, so that we can grab a lot of pips here. So let us go to GBPUSD. GBPUSD. So GBPUSD, we never took any trade. Personally, I never took any trade because I didn't get any opportunity. So in GBPUSD, if you go to the previous last week or the previous week, you can see that I told you guys that this is the weekly time frame. I told you guys that this trend line will be retested, and you can see we had this trend line which was broken. And I told you guys this will be our resistance point. The red zone will be our resistance point, and this will be our trend line. Can you see? So I told you guys we shall have a resistance here, and it did exactly that. The last week we saw that this week this candle retested this trend line. So what is the way forward on GBPUSD? What is the way forward on GBPUSD? I'm still selling as long as there is no candle above this zone. As long as there is no candle above this. If there will be a candle above this zone, now we shall wait for retest, enter, taking our TP up to here. But if there is no candle above this zone, we are still in bearish. Let's go to daily time frame. In daily time frame, we are now seeing that we have a possible what? We have a possible inverse head and shoulder. So we can see this is the shoulder. This will be our neck zone, and this will be our shoulder. Some can argue like that. Other people can say this is a double top. So what is the way forward on GBPUSD? I'm still in the same. I'm still biased of the same last week, the previous 2 weeks analysis. We never had any candle. If there will be a candle above this zone, now we can wait for the retest. Once there is a retest, enter and take our TP up to there. If the sellers will have the momentum and break this zone, we shall wait for a retest like that, then enter for sell to this zone. Enter for sell to our 1.2000. Remember, that was the longest TP we have been looking for. That is what I've been saying for the longest time possible. So if the market will decide to obey the inverse head and shoulder, let me show you where our TP will be. So you can mark your shoulder there and your neck will be there. This now will be our neck zone there. So mark that zone, that distance, the whole of that distance. Take a half of it. Take a half of it. Now it will be like that. So a half of it will be, so our TP will be, you can see that that distance is not so much away from our TP here. So you can decide to come and take our TP here. This will be our TP. So that will be our TP, TP1, and then TP2 are there. So this will be your TP there, and then TP2 will be at around 1.28466 or 1.28000 to be specific. So that will be our TP2, 1.2000, 1.28000, if it will decide to go bullish. Are we together? So that is what I'm looking for GBPUSD. If you have any question, remember to comment down below, and I'll be willing to help you so that you can be a profitable forex trader. So let us go to USDCHF. So in USDCHF, we had only one trade and we took it. And USDCHF, I remember I told you that this is for intraday trader. I gave this setup for intraday trader. I told you guys the market was here. On Monday of 27th. And I told you guys that the moment I saw this week, I told you guys we shall enter for buy. We shall enter for buy from this zone. Our stop loss will be at this week. Then we shall enter, and our TP will be at this zone. Can you remember that? That is what I told you guys. And true to be told, the market did exactly that. It went ahead and hit our TP and go beyond. So we had a good trade. Risk to reward ratio was 1:2.5. 1:2.5. Are we together? That was around 112 pips. So it went ahead and went beyond to our TP, which is still okay. So what is the next step on USDCHF? So let us go to weekly time frame. Weekly time frame. In weekly time frame, we can see, if you can zoom out very well, you can see that the market has been ranging. The market has been ranging from this zone, and this zone. So the market is in this range. All of us we can see that. So the market is in this range. All of us we can see that. But there is something that I can see, that we have a possible double bottom. We have a possible double bottom. Why am I saying so? We have a possible double bottom, which is this one. And you know the rule. So you shall take the distance, the whole distance of this, from this zone to the neck. Then our TP1 will be a half of that distance. TP2 will be the whole of that distance, which is this one. And I analyzed this pair for so long, so go watch that video. So what is the way forward? So currently the market is at this delicate zone. So we are waiting for any candle to break above this area. We are waiting for any candle to break above and close above this area. If you are going to see that, we are going to enter for buying up to this zone. We are going to enter for buying up to that zone. So let us go to daily time frame. So in daily time frame, this is the previous analysis, and there's no much we can see, but now it's clear that we have a channel, upward channel. It is very clear we have an upward channel. So we can see my analysis remain. If you're going to see a candle above this zone, like that, we shall wait for retest, enter, then take our TP up to that zone. Our analysis still remain. If you are a swing trader, but if this will fail, if it will fail, we are going to wait for this zone to be broken, the support zone, the current support zone broken. Once it has been broken like that, let's say once there is this candle, when the candle breaks that zone like that, enter for the retest. Once it has been retested, we are going to aim this TP. We are going to aim that zone. It's as simple as that. So in daily time frame, what do we see? In daily time frame, we can see that we have a triple bottom. And this is our neckline. For some of us, we can say we have a double top. And that's why I'm saying it is very risky to trade arranging consolidation market structure. It's very risky because it is giving you bullish and bearish sign. Are we together? So we shall wait for either of this zone to be broken. Currently it is ranging between this zone and this zone. So we shall wait for either of them to be broken. Once it has been broken, they are half of that distance. Take it as a TP1 and TP2 the same way, the way I told you. So if that zone will be broken, so we are going now to measure. We're going to measure this distance, the whole of this distance. So either of that zone, if it will break that zone, either a half of this zone, we are going, if it will break with a bearish candle, so we are going to measure that like that. So a half of that zone will be here, half of that it will be there, then the whole of that distance, it will be exactly at this point. It will be exactly at that point, the one that have been there. But if it will decide to go bullish, which is currently in bullish trend, we are going now to measure. We are going to measure like that. Take a half. Take a half. A half distance will be there, which is sure bet. TP1 is always sure. Take TP1, then wait for the retest and TP2 like that. And I told you guys, the reason why I told you, if you can remember, that I told you guys, once the price action will reach here, this is what I've been saying for the longest period of time. Once the price will reach here, we shall see some delays. Can you see? We shall see some delays, and I've not seen that this time. I've just measured it with you here. We shall see some delays here before we consider to buy again. Are we together? And you can see our TP2 where it is. So we can see where our TP2 where it is. So that is what I can see in USDCHF. Otherwise, have a blessed weekend. Have a blessed next week. Remember to use proper risk management so that we can grab and become a profitable forex trader. Thank you, guys.